Welcome to Ralph's house in the dark. Yeah, night time. That's the only thing with this place because the upstairs lighting doesn't yet work. I'm stuck with this one lamp. That's why I need to get it all running up there. And that way, in the afternoons when the light drops, I don't have to go home. I can carry on working till about 6 if need be. I'd get a lot more done if I could do that. Yeah, so and the reason I'm here in the dark is because I'm waiting for my sister and my brother-in-law Steve, who are very kindly offered to pick up a shower enclosure and tray for me, and that'll give Dave a head start. I think we've agreed that what we're going to do either at the end of this week or into next week is spend a day ripping out the bathroom. So basically we've got a square box and we've got something to start with. So that's underway. Anyway, on to the next day. But I've come in early this morning to plaster up it. Well, actually, tell the truth, I came in to hack all the plaster out of it. This used to be where the landing light used to be about there. Just turn my lamp off for a minute. Yeah, and it used to be about there, which was a ridiculous place to have it. It just didn't make any sense. So I put it where most people will put it, at the top of the stairs. So, when you're coming up, you can turn it off. When you're coming down, you can turn it on again. That makes sense. So there's conduit running up that wall. There's no cable in it as yet, but the box is all ready. It's ready to take the cable. At the moment, because I'm working in relatively, well, it's winter, isn't it? The days are incredibly short. So, it doesn't get light till about, well, it's starting to get lighter a little early, but it's about 9:30 when I get really good light, and then by about 2:30 it starts fading rapidly. So it means I've got a very short day, and because I don't have any lights working up here, I've got to make that a priority, because if I extend the day, then I can get a lot more done in it. But the issue for me was, how the hell do I get a cable from under the stairs, from the consumer unit, the fuse box, to you and I? Okay, you can get it up on the landing, but how do you get it up in the ceiling? You can't just chase a cable anyway. You can't just nail it onto the wall. And under the 18th electrical regulations, which are now the thing everybody has to follow, there is a thing called prescribed zones, which I mentioned before. There's only certain places you can run cables, like tops of walls you can, because usually that's covered in COVID, and it's not an area anybody would go up and nail to, is it? So they're fairly safe, and the usual places where sockets run up walls, that sort of stuff. Otherwise, corners of rooms, you can use that. You can chase the cable up there. I can't do that here because this bathroom wall, that's lath and plaster, and it's just going to be a right mess to hack that away. The plaster on this wall, I know, is blown, just to give you an idea. It's got a definite hollow sound to it. So I don't want to be hacking plaster in here because I'm going to have big chunks coming out. So I've had to make an executive decision. Can't run it here where that light switch is. Can't do that because technically that cable isn't actually directly related to that circuit. So no, I can't. So there is nowhere else I could run it other than between this room and that room, this little 2-inch gap. Well, that's where the light switch used to be, and there was a piece of conduit already there. So I've already fed the cable up. I've been up in the loft today and fetched through enough, pulled it up at the top of the ceiling in the loft, and it's going to connect up to this light above me, this one here. That'll be its first port of call. But unfortunately, this part of the conduit, there was something stopping me pushing the cable up or even down. So unfortunately, had to hack all the plaster out of that. I hate doing this because I've got to make do afterwards. I've had to, so the conduit's in, the cable's in, and I've just put a bed of bonding plaster on just to hold that conduit in place. And then in the morning, I'll come down here and plaster this properly and try and get it all smooth and get some finishing plaster on it in the end of the day. And that'll be as good as, well, it'll be better than new, won't it? Because most of the plaster in this place is loose. Yeah, that was my job today. Get the lights in, but I'll show you the shower. It's pretty good. Comes with a a proper shower bar mixer. If you've ever been a Premier Inn, that's what they fit in those. Are very nice too, so I don't need the electric shower anymore. Just put that there. And this is the sliding door. The side panels to come tonight, due to a mistake the other end. My sister and my brother-in-law, blessed them, they were really put out last night, and they're going again to get the last bit. I just feel so bad. Anyway, oh, it is what it is, as my sister said. But all of this, including all the shower doors and stuff in there, it's all brand new. And shower tray all ready to go in, 1000 by 760mm. Funny, I remember that, isn't it? Whole lot, about 200 quid, I think. Yeah, or 220. I can't remember what it was. So that's a bargain. In fact, the only thing I've actually got to buy is, you know, the bar that fits on the wall that holds the shower head. Otherwise, everything's there. And I shall probably get one of those LED ones that changes colour. My mother's got one of those. They're very good. So is my bathroom man, Dave Grove. I seem to remember he had one as well. Yep, so the shower's here. That's going to be a whopper, isn't it? And Dave's said he's tiling the bathroom. I was just going to put vinyl floor down, but he said no. So who am I to argue? Dave knows what he's doing, so we'll get it tiled. The floor's quite solid up there, so that shouldn't be a problem. What I'll have to make sure though is that if there's any cables under that bathroom floor, I'm either going to have to divert them or make sure there's no joins, at least under that floor. No join of any kind. There shouldn't be. Should be just a cable run through, and yeah, maybe down to the kitchen below, something like that. And if it comes to it, you know, after that I could continue. But I don't like trunking, you know, that sort of square channel stuff that you run cables in. I don't like it that much, but you can at least run it behind coving and cupboards and things. So yeah, that'll be all right. So that should leave the bathroom clear, because we're going to pull the whole lot out, perhaps next week or pretty soon anyway. Take everything out of the bathroom, that's toilet, wash basin and bath, just so we ended up with a square box, so the plumber can actually get in and start connecting all the pipes and stuff. Temporarily taking the towel rail off the wall, because the whole lot's going to be boarded out with bathroom wall panels. And I think we've settled on a sort of, well, it's going to be a pale colour anyway. That's as far as we've got. Yeah, so that's it for Thursday. But, you know, progress is here, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I hadn't really, you know, I hadn't decided what I was going to do with the bathroom. And really, it was good pressure from both my other half and my sister saying, no, you need the bathroom sorted. So yeah, that's out of my hands now, and that's something that, you know, ultimately I'm going to have to pay for. But it's got to be done, and everything else in the house I can do, but at least the bathroom can be sorted. I haven't got to worry about it. I haven't got to use it. You know, I should just make sure I go before I come out when the plumbers are here. But that's it. Yeah, so that's Thursday morning at Ralph's house. Not a lot else to report. Like I say, I've just done that plastering up there. And I can't really progress past that until that plaster's gone off, because then I can get in the loft, and the first connection I will make will be to the land. You can't see it from here, to the landing light up there. I've got a lot of wiring to do up here, but one of the real problems at the moment is because in the winter the days are very short and it gets dark about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It kind of stops play. So I need to get the lighting on upstairs, because that way I can work through to 5, 6 o'clock, maybe in the evening, as long as I'm not drilling and banging about, you know. So you know, I could, you know, there's quite a bit I could do actually, as long as I've got lighting up there. So that's a big priority. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So if you check back tomorrow, I shall probably be in the loft again and laying out this lighting room for the upstairs lights. So, you know, like down here somewhere, you see the little thumbs up thing, click on that. Yeah, that helps. And leave a comment. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.